God of War has side quests known as favors, and one favor requires you to defeat the Valkyrie queen Sigrun. So in order to get to her, you need to defeat 8 Valkyries, and in this guide, we will help you defeat all of them, including the queen, so that you can collect their helmets and place them on thrones at Council of Valkyrie. Without further ado, let's look at the locations of all Valkyries, how to defeat them, how to summon the Valkyrie queen, and how to defeat her. Gunnr is located at Thamur's corpse and is the easiest one to defeat of all the Valkyries, as it has 4 basic moves that she cycles through. To defeat her, hit her with a heavy attack immediately and use Atreus to knock her out of the air using his shock arrows, which will give you an opportunity to land some more hits. Also, be careful of her attacks, as like all the Valkyries, she has the potential to kill Kratos with one shot. As for using heavy attacks in quick succession, Gunnr recovers after 4 heavy attacks. Once you have dealt enough damage to Gunnr, she will be stunned and you need to move in quickly and use stun grab to free her, and don't wait long as she will recover and also restores a portion of her health. Also, before you leave the chamber, grab the helmet. Located in foothills, this Valkyrie offers much more challenge compared to Gunnr, as she is much more mobile during combat, but has the same combos as Gunnr along with a few of her own attacks. She also has projectile attacks, so watch out for them. Otherwise, all you have to do is deal the damage and defeat her. Defeating her will reward you with Geirdriful's helmet and axe hilt, which is called the Guardian Valkyrie's hilt. Located in the mountain, Eir is much more challenging than the last 2, partly because of her block tactic, which actually defines her defensive capabilities. Eir uses block after almost all her attacks, which makes it difficult for the player to deal damage, and she also brings a mace to fight Kratos. Now, this Valkyrie has different attacks. One is block, which we just discussed. The others are mace wave and mace combo. Mace wave can kill Kratos with one shot and is unblockable. Just use the axe throw to knock her down and stun her. As for the mace combo, it sees her using overhead swing in succession. Just roll away to avoid the attack. Once defeated, you'll be rewarded with Eir's helmet and axe pommel. Kara is located in River Pass and is one-of-a-kind Valkyrie, as she can summon Draugr into the fight, which just shows that she herself doesn't fight much but relies on its minions to do the dirty work. However, she does have a couple of long-range attacks that she doesn't mind using, but she does take a relatively long time to recover from her attacks. Use this gap to land some hits. If you're facing her at a low level, then here's a small strategy that will help you. Quickly use Quick Flash to stun her and use the combo R1, R1, R2. Kite her around until she uses any of her big attacks and repeat. Once defeated, you will be rewarded with Kara's helmet and talisman. This specific Valkyrie in Helheim deals a lot of damage at close range and also tries to minimize the distance between her and Kratos. Also, she tends to change things up mid-combat, so don't get comfortable until you have defeated her. She uses the tactics of all the previously mentioned Valkyries, so fighting won't be much of a problem if you have been paying attention to their attacks. After her every attempt to grab you, quickly hit her while she's briefly vulnerable. Also, in the final stages of the fight, she also tends to pull out mace or scythe, so watch out. Defeating her will award you with Rota's helmet and Blade's pommel. This particular Valkyrie in Alfheim is a difficult one to get a hold of and land attacks, as she dashes away quickly. Your knowledge of the previous Valkyries will help you very much in this fight, as she often mixes her attacks very quickly. Use Atreus to knock her down as she prepares to throw chakrams. This will be a tough one, so be on your toes. Defeating her will award you with Olrun's helmet and waist armor. Gondul is in Muspelheim and combines a lot of attacks from the previous ones you have faced, and can also summon a meteor. Also, avoid going into the fire left behind by the meteor, as it will damage you, and try to hit her during brief moments when she is vulnerable. When she raises her mace, hit her with light axe throw and hit her as she falls to the ground. You need the patience to defeat her, and once she is defeated, you'll be rewarded with Gondul's helmet, waist armor, and enchantments. This Valkyrie in Niflheim possesses all of the scythe attacks of the previous ones and also has the ability to block, but she switches in and out of defensive tactics and offensive ones. She also has the attacks that send ice projectiles that follow its targets. Use the block break to stagger her and hit her to deal some damage. Defeating her will reward you with Hildra's damage and chest armor. Once you have defeated all 8 Valkyries, go to the Council of Valkyrie and interact with the 8 thrones, and once all the helmets have been placed, a tier will appear. Interact with it and Sigrun will emerge. Sigrun has all the attacks from all 8 Valkyries, which makes it imperative that you remember all the moves. The only opening you'll get to land hits will be during blocks, missed stomp attacks, and swoops. When the fighting starts, stay on the move and lock onto her so that she doesn't get out of sight. You need to learn to read her moves in order to know when to attack. Use Atreus to hit her when she twirls while her mace is out, and use block break while she blocks. The fighting arena is quite big, so you can avoid the attacks that were unavoidable while fighting with one of the 8 Valkyries. However, by this point you would have played a good portion of the game and have upgraded Kratos to the level that he can withstand her attacks. All you need is patience if you have the low level gear to avoid her attacks and defeat her. And this is our complete Valkyries guide to help you defeat them all and the Queen. Let us know how you managed to beat the Valkyries and leave this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to SegmentNext for more God of War guides. Until next time.